Scheduled an extra race for it anyway. Welcome to race 1 here in Abu Dhabi, 5.281 kilometers long and 3.281 miles, and we've got 14 laps awaiting our drivers with an elevation change of 10.24 meters. There was quite a few corners where it's been made easier for overtaking. I wonder if it's going to be the same today, and hopefully we could get a race going on our hands, because we didn't get race 2 going on last time. So if we get a race today, I'm going to be very, very annoyed. But we just had confirmed that Abby Pullen, of course, is your 2024 F1 Academy Drivers Champion twice in 1 week. Has anything happened like that before? No, only in F1 Academy. So yeah, it should be interesting. You can see the order on your screen. We have Josh and Megan alongside me, but we have Abby Pulling, Chloe Chambers starting on the front row. Abby Pulling, she's been dominant all weekend, hasn't she?
She really has. 3 poles out of 3 races so far. Megan's just making her way down to the comms box. But to take that 3 pole, it was like, no one's taking my championship away from me, and she made it stick.
Here, look at your starting grid then for this morning's race. Our wildcard Logan Hanna starts 16th, with Jess Edgar starting 15th. Aurelia Nobles will start 14th, with Amit Al-Kabaisi starting 13th. Lola Lovenfossey starts 12th, with Tina Hausman starting 11th, with Leah Block starting in 10th place, with Carrie Schreiner starting in 9th. Noelle Marti will be starting in 8th, with Maya Wood, one of her worst qualifying for the season, starts 7th. Emily DeHouse, her best qualifying result of the season, starts 6th, with Dorian Pan alongside her on the 3rd row. In 4th place, we have Bianca Bustamante with also her best qualifying of the season, Hamlet Al-Kabaisi. And your front row, it has been like this for a while, hasn't it, for Chloe Chambers? She starts in the front row for the first time since, like, Spain or Miami, so good show for her. And Abby Pulling is continuing to show why she is the F1 Academy champion and starts on pole position. So tradition dictates going to be the same amount of laps, but they're going to have more running in the drive course in the daylight. This should be good practice for race 2, except we should have a different qualifying order. But let's talk about Hamda Al-Kabaisi, Josh. Her best qualifying result of the season. She's back to her old ways like we saw last season. I think she was one of the big surprises of the session.
Really was, and we sort of saw that in practice as well, how quick she was, and I was really impressed with Amanda that she's got back up there. It's a shame it's her last weekend, several people's last weekend as well coming in, so they're all just sort of gearing up for it. And I like how she could get a victory, but it's going to be hard to defeat Abby Pulling. Megan's in her.
Yeah. Yeah. Hello, Megan. I don't think any of us wanted to get up at this early time in the morning. I wanted an extra light. Now, how are you doing?
Tired. I'm still wearing my clothes from yesterday.
Yeah.
I was very tempted to walk into my pajamas this morning, but I was like, I kind of had to get dressed.
I'll tell you now, Jess, I did not want to be here.
Let's hope none of these decide to crash.
I would have rather got up at like 9 o'clock. But anyway, formation lap is going on right now with the cars warming up in cold temperatures right now as well. Who would you see, Megan, as your biggest surprise going into this weekend?
I'm not sure. I'm gonna say Marty.
Oh yeah.
So you're gonna say,
Yeah.
So you're gonna say Naraya Marty's gonna gain a few positions from me. That's not a bad shout. I'm gonna say, I know people are gonna hate me for this. I predict that Bianca Bustamante is gonna get a podium, but she's had a few lockups, so that might not happen. So it's just not occur to everybody else. Let's hear from the top
Great about the starts, and I think we can really make up some positions then. And also just the temperatures. I have previous experience in this track. I grew up here and I've done many races here, so I'll take that with me and everything I've learned to tomorrow, and we'll try to execute the best we can.
My hope is to go into turn 1, hopefully in the lead, and then drive on from there. But I know that this track seems like it should be pretty good for overtaking, so there could be a possibility for a move going into turn 6 on the first lap, so you never know.
Looking forward to the race. I think it will be a similar story as what we've had. Is getting it off the line leading into turn 1 will be the ideal situation, but here there's a really long straight going into sector 2. So if all fails, there'll be another opportunity. And potentially, if I do lead, I'll have to defend into that corner. So I think it'll be quite exciting.
Turn 1 is probably quite a tricky corner around Abu Dhabi, of course, because we see a lot of people going wide here. So I think Abby's going to find it tough to challenge Chloe into the first corner, because we saw that in Miami with Chloe and Abby fighting together, and it's quite a similar run into turn number 1, but just a little bit more of a high speed, of course. That's why I think we're seeing quite a few of the teams watching on. I'm really excited for this one, despite the fact I didn't want to be up. I think we could see a challenge for the lead here, but I might be proven wrong, Megan.
I think there will be, to be honest. I mean, I think turn 1 is definitely a place where chance for a lead could definitely happen, and that's Pam going a bit too wide on trying to warm up her tyres. It's a little bit.
I think her tyres were probably a bit colder than everybody else's, so she want to try and get a bit more heat into them. So it's the final race weekend of F1 Academy, the first race of the weekend for all series here on JB Motorsports. So strap yourselves in. We're going to be in for a tasty one. The championship has been decided for drivers, but we still got the teams championship between Prema and Ronin Motorsport. Here we go then. The green flag is waving. There's no 5 lights yet, so I do not know what's going on. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. Action here in F1 Academy. Chloe Chambers has got a really good start off the line, but Abby Pulley trying to go around the outside into turn 1. Hamda Al-Khabaiti had a good start. And look at Emily DeHaal. She's already up a few places. Bianca Bustamante has had an awful start, dropped to 6th from 4th spot, but Chloe Chambers said she wanted to take the lead off the start, and she's done so. But look at Abby, she wants to try and challenge her going in towards turn 5, but Chloe wanted to get the lead into the first corner. She definitely did so.
Further down the back of the field, someone went off slightly. As I say that, I believe it is Blocker and Edgar that are currently battling for 13th, but my timing screen is not fully updated yet, so I'm not completely sure. There's another battle going on right now, and it's that Shriner battling again. I swear it said like 19. So I'm going to guess that was Hausman.
The start was not on for that long, was it? As Jess said, the lights were delayed and then they instantly went out as soon as the 5th came on. So that explains the bad start from everybody else. Side by side further back as Emily DeHaal goes on the inside. Spinner! Chloe Chambers has spun out for the lead!
Ooh. So Chloe Chambers has been under pressure from Abby, and that's costed her. Where does that stop her? We don't know, because the timing screens are updated.
Quite far behind the order.
Almost certainly to the back.
I think almost certainly to the back as well.
I think she's been dropped just in front of Block.
I want to see, actually,
Here we are.
what caused that.
Oh, she's lost it on her own.
Yeah, she did. What a shame.
Right,
but the temperatures are low. Higher than they used to be. Someone else did go off as well.
That will be investigated, I think.
Came in front of the Sauber.
Yeah, that was an unsafe
The Carrie Shriner
re-entering of the track.
It's dropped her to the back of the field as well, so she is now... She's got 8.6 seconds in total. So Abby leads, and goodbye to everybody else.
Well, that's my biggest good surprise. Done and dusted then.
Champion.
Commentator's curse. I was hoping Chloe Chambers would do well. She's right down in last place. I think Blocks, I noticed Blocks dropped a few places as well. But Houseman has been noted for leaving the track and gaining an advantage. That must have been obviously lap 1. I don't think anything would have happened in that. So your order at the moment is pulling from Al Kabasi, from Emily de House in 3rd. That's something I wouldn't see every day. As Dorian trying to go up the inside. I think she's going to wait till the next straight. No DRS on these cars though, so it might prove tricky to overtake unless you're right on the slipstream.
I think Block was the one who went wide when Chambers re-entered the track.
I think so too. I think she was the one who went wide.
Edgar's going around the outside of Logan Hannah. Can't make it stick. And yeah, it is under investigation, by the way, for Houseman. That was the turn 1 off the track that Megan spotted.
Yeah. So that was leaving the track and gaining advantage. That's probably going to be a 5 or 10 second penalty. We've got a move being made.
Edgar going
into the
in
hotel
front.
section.
Oh.
Edgar's got great defending. Oh. So let's look at the race start. Chloe Chambers has been under investigation now, but Chloe Chambers just got a good launch off the line. You were saying earlier, Josh, that the lights went out a bit earlier than intended, but sometimes you just got to react for anything, because even in Formula 1, they don't go out at the same time every round, because otherwise people will learn to expect and will get more jump starts that way. So it just had to happen. I think one other person who had a good start initially was Maya, but she dropped a few places later on in the lap. I wonder if she's made a bit of contact with someone. She made a tiny bit of contact with Noria Marti in front of her.
Bustamante dropped considerably.
She started 4th. She's now dropped to 5th. But it would have been 6th without Chloe Chambers. So yeah, she dropped 2 places.
It seems like everybody reacted well to the start, bar Leah Block and Bianca Bustamante. Now, usually drivers don't look at the 5th light. Usually they've got their eyes on the 3rd light, so dead centre, and that's when they build up the throttle, they build up the RPM, and then when that light goes out, they release the clutch.
Chambers.
Spun out.
Oh!
Fine.
5-second time penalty for Chloe Chambers. Unsafe rejoin. But she's
Fine,
now
and
going to argue, wait, hang on, I didn't spun myself, I got spun out by someone.
She can argue that, but it's not going to work, and Houseman's got the same for leaving the track and getting an advantage.
Yeah.
But she'll argue, I don't think... she spun out, but I think she thinks Abby pushed her. She didn't, but she didn't. She lost her acceleration and was sleeping out of the track.
Her tyres were just way too...
They're way too cold.
But she's going to argue it because she thought she got spun out, which is going to be complicated. Dorian's up to 3rd, and that's how she made the move on Emily de House.
See this?
Yeah, honestly, Dorian Pan is on a comeback. She started 5th, she's now up to 3rd. She could still claim 2nd. I think she has the pace for it. That'll be really great for her. What a move, though.
Isn't that moving under braking? They were past the
Dorian
lines.
Dorian can move whenever she likes.
I mean the one in front of
Emily
her.
de House did look like she moved under braking.
Yeah, because she went to defend.
Yeah, that's not allowed under braking.
Block and Chambers noted caught in a collision.
That must be when she rejoined.
That was after Chloe spun, and then Block made contact to make her spin even more.
Yeah.
I tell you what, Chambers has moved up considerably since she was pushed to the back.
Bustamante.
Bustamante.
You are together now, you have to find a solution.
That is true. She is quicker than Emily de House. She has been proven all season to be quicker than Emily de House, but she can't get past her. She's got to be so late on the brakes, which she's trying to. You can see she's got more downforce than Emily right now, heading towards this next straight. Block, on the other hand, wants to make a move past. I think that's Logan Hannah on the inside. Nicely done from the Block up to 40, after 40. No, that was Jesset. Yeah, that is up to 14th spot. Recently be confirmed to do another season F1 Academy in the Williams. No further action for Block and Chambers, as I said about Block. I don't think there was anything wrong with that, so understandable there. There was no damage.
With you on that one, Jess.
I think if there was damage, there would have been a 5-second or 10-second penalty.
Dorian's got the fastest first sector on a 24.7. Second sector to Hamanda Al-Kabasi, though, 49.7. Third sector, Abby Pulling, 42.1. So they are all three equally fast around this circuit right now. But watch out for the likes of Megan Zanelli and Maya Vuk, and watch out for Bianca. She's right on the back of Emily House. She had a little think about it into turn 5, just can't get the inside line enough.
She's losing a lot of time to Emily House, so it just shows how difficult it is to overtake around some parts of the circuit. So she's got to get a move on, because we know how Maya is quick, and also the rear Marty too. So this train is going to grow quicker and quicker as the race goes on. We're on lap 5 of 14 thus far, and we can see, I think, between the top two, I think, are evenly matched. There are around a few hundred separating between the two.
Yeah, there's not much separating them, but out of everyone, fastest on the track right now is Pam.
China.
Come on, you're quicker. Put her under pressure. Come on.
We're hearing that a lot today, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Shriner's engineer thinks that she's quicker than Maya. Carrie could be on for best result here. She's in 8th. I don't even know what her best result is this season. She might have got a better result last season. This is her last season, F1 Academy, remember?
Chambers is off again. Chambers is down to 16. She's off again. And now she's back to 13. What's the transponder?
Yeah.
There's the timing towers hanging a paddy.
Yeah, that was good. I was like, where's she gone off this time?
As usual.
She has her second chance in race 2, though, because she will be starting on the front row there, too.
Yeah.
That's good.
In the night time.
Do you know, I'm desperately trying to think if when I'm looking at when this race finishes and seeing how long it is compared to, because in that case we might be able to still do it in here with Jess on backup if we need to disappear before Formula E.
Well, how long before Formula E?
Technically it's an hour.
These races are only
later
nothing.
on?
Yeah, like for race 2. And on the inside I thought it was Houseman having a go.
Houseman on Love and Posty.
Yeah.
How about I quickly do the calculations?
Well, we're on lap 6 now, and we've only been on here 18 minutes.
You
so,
put race 2,
because if it's possible, we might just stay in here and then have a quick off, or give it to Jess to do the podium.
Formula E and Formula 1's not till 10:15.
Oh yeah, that's that. I'm on about. Hang on a minute, I'm going to have to interrupt myself because House was going for that move on Lola.
You mean Formula 2, not F1 Academy?
No, I know what I mean. Hang on a minute, Jess, because House is going around the outside. She's got a great run on Lola, but Lola's
She got a beautiful run, yeah.
Lola keeps going.
Oh, it's Houseman around the outside on Lola Love and Fossey. Lola Love and Fossey defends to the inside line.
Shriner goes off.
Contact.
Yep.
Wait, is that Shriner?
No, it's
No.
Houseman.
Houseman.
So that's going to be a penalty
green.
for Lola for forcing off the track.
Fossey on the drive on the track, yeah.
Oh, right, having a great day.
And they've both gone wide, so I'll wait for the time screen to calculate because we've got Chloe Chambers directly behind her.
Yep.
Now, I think...
Chloe Chambers in 13th. Top 10 score points, remember.
Right,
Jess Edgar's not having a good race.
No, Jess, I'm thinking of F1 Academy Race 2, which is a direct clash to Formula E race. Remember?
Oh, yeah, it is. But according to this, the race for Formula E starts at 5.
Yeah, and we're on air at 4:30, but we can go on air later to
Someone spun.
4:45.
Someone spawned us, Sven.
No, it's a
I went
replay.
wide.
It's an audio.
No, I still heard the track noise in the background.
Yes,
Someone...
it was the replay one. It wasn't that.
Well, Josh, we'll figure it out later. We've
Yeah.
still got a race to cover.
I'm figuring it out now. That's why I'm being so quiet.
Look at Lola back on the
Love
inside.
and Fossey. Love and Fossey to the inside of turn 1. I think she's going to make the move stick this time. Yes, she can. Up to P10 in the points.
That's going to give an advantage to Nobles and hopefully to Chloe Chambers. Look, they're right at the back of them. Oh,
Yeah.
got a bit wide.
huge train between these four now. All this squabbling is helping them. As we can see, Nobles coming off Chloe Chambers in towards turn 5.
Lock up.
Bit of a lock up. Nice and clean though from these four drivers. We've never seen a fight for the last points in a while, have we? It's crazy.
That's too much. That's too much from Nobles.
Oh.
They've had to let through. Yellow.
Yeah, this is not going to end well. It's going to be these lot. They're on the inside. Contact.
There it is.
Oh, yeah, that was the yellow.
And Chloe's going to come in like a dive
That's
bomb.
a yellow.
Chloe came in like a dive bomb and just ticks around Lola.
Well, that's gonna be a penalty.
Chloe, would you stop doing this? Both yellow flags. You.
The thing is, Chloe wouldn't be looking, would she, Jess, at what was happening in front of her? She'll be defending from Nobles, so...
You got to be aware of what's going on around you, or you can't just be looking at the front. You got to be looking around you, like the side, the back. As a racer, you just if you're not aware of what's going on at the back, incidents can happen. So let's look at the replay. So here's Lola Loverfossey. So that was contact for Tina Houseman, I think. And Chloe just did not see Lola.
Loverfossey.
Gonna be angry.
No, it wasn't Tina.
It wasn't Tina, it was Chloe.
Oh, well, that one.
The Tina crashed into her first time, and as soon as Lola tried to rejoin, Chloe hit her, I think. It's hard to tell.
Actually, I would say, did Lola
I
cut
thought it was
across?
Tina.
Yeah, I would say Lola. Okay, there was no way that Chambers could have gone.
Yeah, she was already in the corner.
Yeah, that is true. So it's not Chloe's fault for that. Goodness for that.
I've checked the time
Under
differences.
investigation.
Race 2 would probably finish about 4:45, and that's 20 minutes before the race.
Yeah, we might be alright.
If there's no safety car.
Yeah, but even then, it give us 20 minutes.
I'll think about that during the day. Jess has got the OBS file anyway.
I reckon
Yeah,
it's
the
a-
OBS file is all sorted apart from the cameras for F1 Academy, so
Oh, nice.
I'll just need to sort the cameras, but I always do that last minute, so it's all good.
Megan in front of
Does
a green
Tina have
screen.
damage?
Yeah, I think she's got damage on the front wing, hasn't she?
Yeah. It looks like it, doesn't it?
Like a punch mark has been made, like when you punch through a wall or something.
Yeah.
Trying to punch for a car.
Yeah, blocks going.
Luckily, between these few races, we got a bit of a break between this race and the other two actions that we got at the same
Lock
time.
up.
Lock up for Tina again.
That's going to allow Chloe through, I think. Yeah, it has. She got the inside line.
Yeah. Good opportunistic move. Chloe Chambers already in the points.
Well, I'm surprised about this, actually. How the most dominant battle on the circuit is of the last points paying position.
It always is.
But Abby's so far ahead.
Abby's been, apart from practice, Abby's been dominant all weekend.
Yeah. 3 poles out of 3.
I like that quote, if or something. Do it twice or whatever. I can't remember what the first part of it was. They posted it on social media.
Race
Right.
control, turn 6 incident involving cars 3, Love and Fosse, and guessing Chambers is under investigation.
And Houseman.
Or noted. I didn't read the. I couldn't read the
Houseman was noted.
Houseman.
It wasn't Chloe's fault, so if Chloe gets penalty for that, I'll be shocked.
I'm sure she will.
Yeah, that nose cone's broken front of
Yeah.
Tina's car.
That's because she tried to hit off Love and Fosse.
Yeah, it's going to give her no toe.
Look at
though.
Block. Block's in this train now for the points.
Finally caught
Oh,
up.
that's impressive.
Ooh.
No further action. What?
Okay.
Wait, hang on. That's not right.
I can
That's
see
not
that.
right.
My vote's
Right,
on
the
the
steward's decision I agreed with, apart
On
from
the
that
outside. Thales go around the outside, tries to come back on the inside.
one. Oh, here we go. Very tight line for Maya there.
can't reach
from
it.
Maria Marti.
Under investigation, Fosse and Hausman.
There was 2 incidents? Oh, I don't know at this point.
The stewards are having a
confused.
complete meltdown right now.
Do they
So,
remember
I
that
think the
before
first
the
incident must have been where there was slight contact before the big contact.
Yeah,
If
so
that was the case, then I agree with that.
like the lap before when they went off the circuit.
No. A few moments before the initial the main contact, we saw
Right.
Chloe spinning.
The stewards need to make it clear which one I'm on about.
Yeah, exactly. Because otherwise it'll be confusing and people will be like, yeah.
Maya's got a great run here. It's flat out now through these segments. She should be able to have a lunge on the inside of 5.
Yeah, she should be fine, yeah.
Come on.
Move. Send it.
Oh,
I
she
should have
covered
really
it.
said send it.
Marty covered it.
Nicely done for Marty there.
Maya's going to have to do the old switchback manoeuvre, so sell her a dummy.
She's got perfect slipstream behind her, so I would expect her to really go for the move here. Here she goes. Nice cover up for Marty once again. Maya will have to go around the outside in order to execute the move perfectly, but she doesn't do so.
Better! Brilliant exit, Jess, out that chicane. She's right on the back of her.
She was.
She
Yeah,
caught
that was
up
a nice
finally.
exit for Maya. She's going to get the slipstream.
Make a
10
move.
second time penalty for Houseman.
It's a bit extreme.
No, she chose the wrong line.
It's consistent
gone
with what we
inside.
saw
Lock
all
up!
season. Because I know
Shriner.
with Jeddah, Lola Loverfossey did the same thing to someone and she got 10 seconds.
That lets Alcabasi through for
She's already in the points anyway.
9th. Yeah, but still, she's just been.
Yeah.
She just had a lock up, so.
Yeah. So yeah, Lola Loverfossey got 10 seconds earlier on the year, so
Right.
did Bianca Bustamante for a similar thing. So yeah, the stewards are being consistent on that one.
Here's a replay
Shame they're
of
not
a lock
consistent in all series, but that's the way life happens sometimes with the FIA.
up. Locks up just as she's entering the corner and ends up just
Yeah.
giving away the place.
Carrie's dropped quite a few places, I think, since the last few laps.
No further action.
For Lola Lovenfossey and Chloe Chambers.
Yeah, that was right. 'Cause there was nothing Chloe could have done there.
No, nothing at all. It was the fact that she was on the normal racing line. She never deviated. It was Lola who came back across and took herself out. She went wide to the corner. She'll be deemed as an unsafe rejoin. Here's Dorian on the back of Amanda Alcabasi down to turn 5 and 6.
Not the first of the day. Chambers did it earlier, though Chambers never got told anything.
She got 5 seconds for an unsafe rejoin,
Yeah,
Chloe
yeah.
Chambers.
I thought that was something else.
No, that was her unsafe rejoin.
No, I thought that was something else.
Look at Dorian.
Dorian's looking very racy right now. This could be for second place to try and get past Amna Alcabasi for another second place in a row. She got a second place. She got first place
On the
in
inside.
Qatar. I get confused between the races here. But Amna Alcabasi is defending for her life here
Chambers
in Abu Dhabi.
blocking.
Blocked, by the way, is past Chambers up to 12. Oh, no, never mind. Timing tower again. Yeah.
Sabby dabby.
Yeah, they never like it in this place.
They never do.
We should have some form of push to pass. Even Indy Next have it.
Exactly. Because the reason why it's not like as exciting as Formula 2 and Formula 3, they don't have DRS.
The cars are wrong.
They don't have that extra speed to try and get past. They should use ideally Formula 3 cars.
Yeah.
Because that's what they ran in W Series, right?
Yeah.
Was Formula 3?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, Euro Formula 3. And even with that, we should say that there's a generation of GP3 cars from last season that are now no longer being used, that can be used in this Academy Series.
Yeah.
That there's the
Exactly.
contact. Maya
So-
getting touched with Houseman and Houseman jumped back. Okay, that's what happened originally at the start.
Ah, so that's why she lost quite a few places.
And this is the one that is under investigation for and has been given a 10-second time penalty for.
Again?
That was the one. That was what we saw earlier. It was just they were just showing the reason why Tina got a 10-second penalty.
I don't believe that one is correct because that's racing.
I don't. It's weird. Like it was just a bit of contact. No damage was made.
Robin,
but
Robin
obviously
is racing.
If that was a Red Bull, it wouldn't even
Maya's
be.
looking good. Maya's looking good. By the way, Dorian's up to second. And we didn't see it.
No, she's not.
Oh, no, she's not. Oh.
But Maya's got a great exit there. She's timed it perfectly. Now she's wheel to wheel.
Wheel banging. Here we
Fighting
go.
down the straight, but I don't think she'll be able to hold it round this corner. Maybe on the next. Oh, a little bit of a twitch.
Cut back.
This is quite close stuff from all these drivers at the moment. For the last point. Bearing in mind, some drivers do have penalties that will get added to the end of the race.
Alcabasi is looking on the inside, I think, of Maya, trying desperately to get past, so she can end up ruining Maya's need of getting past Marty.
Yeah.
Fight for train is developing.
Yeah, there is a big trade developing. I think 5 or 6 drivers could be in for the last point here. This could get very feisty towards the final few laps.
That's what we like to see.
Up it's like that for the remaining 2 races, please. Especially for race 3 tomorrow when it's at 7 a.m.
I must say, though, Pulling is currently in first, so that would mean that she will be recrowned. Speaking of Pulling.
Maybe give Hamda a tow.
With the...
Oh, interesting.
Where was she
No,
recrowned?
Megan, because she got 3 poles. Yesterday, she was re-crowned champion yesterday.
Why do they give points for pole?
There's 2 points for pole across the whole races.
Why?
So just how it works.
It's unusual.
Yeah, and Dorian would have had to have got the win plus fastest lap. And all 3 poles in order
That I
to stand.
haven't.
Speaking of Dorian, so I wonder, does Abby want to help Hamda El-Khabaisi stay ahead of Dorian Pan? I'm trying to think what. I know Hamda's representing Red Bull, but what constructor they are? Are Abby and Ham doing the same constructor, I wonder?
Dorian.
Pan.
Okay, last chance. Let's play it smart. Let's go for it.
I'll have a look.
Yeah, you
Hang
might
on a
get
second.
So Dorian is going to try and swing by, but she's been... nearly lost into the last corner. She turned in the rear stepped out. She managed to save it. Last lap, Abby Pulling has led a faultless race.
No, they're not in the same team.
Good. Did wonder with the Red Bulls and the V-Carbs.
Yeah, Emily, all the Red Bull affiliated / drinks are in the same team.
Yeah, because there's 2 teams and a Red Bull drink, which is under the Ford brand.
Right.
Yes. Whereas Road and Motorsport is Love and Fossey, Edgar and Pulling.
Yeah.
I doubt, to be fair, I doubt Road could win the constructors. I think it's all Primers. They got Maya as well.
Fastest lap currently belongs to Abby Pulling with a
156.536.
Yeah.
Dorian's got the run.
Dorian's got the running towards this next chicane. Could this be for P2? No, she's not.
Oh, but a lock-up from Amanda.
That's not, Hamda, yeah, Hamda. Not Amanda. Maya's going to get a good run now on Marty in towards this next chicane. Here she comes. Chloe Chambers up to 9th. And the
Almost loses
time
it.
and speed up of Paddy once again. Maya's got a better exit though. She loves those exits in that corner through turn 8.
Whatever she does, do not slow down.
She's got to be brave and just launch it
She's
around
got
the
to be
outside.
brave and send it. Yeah, she's got to be brave and send it, Josh. She's got to. She's got to go around the outside, take the outside line in order to do it.
Go on, go on,
Oh,
go on!
what was Chloe or Adna?
I couldn't quite tell.
But here we go then. Abby is continuing her dominant force this weekend. She took pole in all 3 qualifyings this weekend. But here she comes then round the final corner. She's back to winning ways. She wins the first race in Abu Dhabi. Hamda Al-Khabaisi just pips Dorian Pin to the line and gets second place, her best result of the season. And then we've got the battle for 6th place. I think Emily De House is confirmed 4th, her best result of the season. Here comes Maya. We also got Amda versus Chloe, but don't forget Chloe's got that penalty. So Amda will get that place anyway.
Massive train going
8th
on there.
fastest.
There we go.
So Amda is 8th, Chloe Schreiner 9th, Noble's 10th, final point.
Just outside the points.
That was a good race, that one, actually. That was a lot
That
more
woke
fun.
me up. That woke me up.
I'm still tired.
Abby's ready.
Winner.
Great job, Abby. Great job.
Unbelievable. Appreciate it so much, as always. Yeah, sorry about the start. I'm gonna have to look at that, but yeah, good key point. Thank you.
I think Abby Megan will be reflecting on that on that start. She didn't have a good launch into turn 1 like Chloe Chambers did, so she's gonna probably look at that footage ahead of race 2 later.
Probably.
Yeah. And it's different conditions later.
Yeah.
Under the lights, everything changes.
Hopefully they'll show the podium this time because there's no direct clash. But here's Al-Khabaisi.
Wow. V2. Good defense, Sandra. Good defense.
Didn't hear from her, of course. She won't taste the bubbly after those. As soon as obviously they present the trophies, she'll be going off the podium due to her traditions, which is fair enough. She did that. I can't remember what race she did that. Probably Spain. Yeah, it was Spain when she got her last podium. So it's quite a while since she's got a podium, but it was well worth the wait. There we go. 2 tenths slower than Abby pulling though in fastest lap.
About half an hour, that race.
Half an hour. So the race starts later on.
4:15.
The race starts at 4, so it'll be half.
4:15.
We can skip the podium. Guy will probably skip the podium. Actually, no, they won't because that's the last action of the day. Yeah, we'll skip the podium. Thought it will be. Well, Josh will probably figure it out in the background, but
I'm working out now.
Honestly, if we get safety cars, I'm gonna cry.
Well,
No safety cars, please.
If that's okay, I think we'll start in here. But if there is a safety car or anything, then we'll transfer
Yeah,
to Jess.
do what we did in other series, where you what you did with women in British touring cars. If you have to go for any reason, we can just swap then.
Yeah.
There's a 20-minute gap between the 2 sessions. Technically,
Yes, but Megan, you've got to
15-minute
remember
gap.
it's a race. We have a pre-race show to do for Formula E.
Yeah?
That takes a long time.
How long?
And it's the
20
first
minutes.
race of the season, so we've got to
Yeah,
give it gusto.
yeah. And then we have to stay on there longer because we've got the post-race press conference as well.
We can just
Have they
go
picked
off
the audio for that?
They have, yeah.
Okay, good. So Abby Pulling then tops the rostrum once again and it's going to celebrate with her team. I love her helmet, by the way, which she's running for the last few races. And she hugs Alice Power once again. That will be interesting. Should we head over to the world feed for a little bit, Josh?
Can do.
Yeah, let's head over to Chris McCarthy with the world feed.
Hamda Al-Khabaisi, and you can see what it means to Hamda Al-Khabaisi there, an Emirati driver on the podium. An F1 support series, we've never had that around the Yas Marina circuit. Hugely significant. I've got to say, Hamda and Amna have been doing big things for Emirati drivers ever since their karting days. They became the first female drivers to represent the United Arab Emirates on the world karting stage. And now they're becoming the first female drivers to score points and take podiums as well in the F1 Academy Racing Series on home soil. well. So huge congratulations to them. It's not just been in this series, they've done it ever since their karting days. Huge congratulations to them. And Dorian Pan in 3rd place as well, as Joe said, that confirming her place, pretty much 2nd place in this series. And another great race, another win next to her name. That's 8 now for a driver who never won last season as well. She was only one of 2 drivers coming into this series who never won, and now 8 in total.
Yeah, domination from Abby Pulling, I think, is how you'd have to sum up how she's won this championship this year, and just a really dominant race there, and 2 more to go. We've got another one in 7.5 hours time today, and another one tomorrow as well, so she can keep building those records up to make them harder to beat in the future. It's always nice to future-proof your stats.
I remember she became the first female driver to win a British junior karting title in Junior TKM. She won back-to-back titles, and from that moment, everyone knew she was going to be something special, and she's proving that now in the one of the Junior TKM class, which, you know, Joe, very competitive class, and now going on to win this title, break records across pole positions, podiums, wins, and so on. And she's going to have a very exciting season ahead as she moves into GB3. But of course, we have 2 more races to go this weekend as well. And she's taking it all in her stride. Alpine have a very exciting talent on their hands there.
Yeah, the first bit of traffic she's seen all day was the pit crew she runs over for her race-winning interview.
And some exciting, well, some big shout-outs we will give. But first, let's go down to Ruth, who is with our winner, Abby Pulling.
F1 Academy 2024 Racing Series champion, Abby Pulling. Tell us, how do you feel?
Oh, it's just amazing. I mean, all year has been amazing, and it's happened again to be on the top step as the 2024 champion. It's a special feeling, and I'm glad that all my family are here. It's the first time. My mum's been watching since 2015, my sister, my family, and it's incredible.
You've made your family proud, you've made all of us proud, and everyone watching at home. And you're not just champion, you're now record-setting 8 wins. The start into P2, but it looked like conditions tricky out there. Tell us, how were you able to build such a big lead?
Yeah, it was just consistency. I mean, it's what it's been all season, and I lost it off the line. It was a bit frustrating. I had a ton of wheel spin, so we'll look into that, but I felt confident. I was right on the tail, putting pressure on, maybe enough pressure to make her make the mistake. But I thought I was going with her at one point. I was, oh my God, where do I go? But another amazing race, and just happy as always.
Well done. And you are triple pole for this weekend, which I believe is another new record. What can you take from this morning into this evening's race?
Well, the conditions are going to be very different, actually, and we managed the tyres really well on the hot conditions, so going into the colder race leaves us with a lot of confidence, and I think we managed to snag the fastest lap, which is always nice, especially when you're out front on your own. Got no toe, it's quite hard, especially around the first and second sector here. It's all basically straight, so to get that extra point is really important, and to keep Hamda keeping Dorian in 3rd is also important for the teams. You know, we're inching back, and Road Motorsport, we're aiming for the team's title. We'll see.
And just how difficult is it as a driver to reset from this race this morning? You're going right at 8:15 p.m. tonight. Tell everyone, how do you reset, refocus, and do it all again, but still from the same position from pole?
Yeah, yesterday between practice and quali was about an 8-hour time difference. So I actually went back, I had a shower, had a nap, got ready for qualifying. So I don't quite have that luxury today, as I'll be doing a bit of media, but it'll be a similar thing, switching off as much as possible, and getting my rest in, as we were quite late last night and then early this morning. So get an hour or 2 in if I can.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Abby. Congratulations again, and we look forward to tonight's race.
Thank you very much.
Great to hear from Abby Pulling. We will go straight from that interview into the cool-down room, where Hamda and Dorian are, and I'm sure shortly joining them will be race winner, Abby.
Yeah, because I was very fast in sector 3, sector 1 as well. I was catching you, then straight.
Yeah, I had my car was a bit no rotation, and then obviously.
But you never take the apex at T9.
It's 5.
T9.
9? Yeah,
You
no, I
take
don't.
the FX, but then you
because I can't turn. I turn, it doesn't want to turn. No rotation. I'm gonna change.
What you do? Do you push?
No.
Alone? I heard.
Wait, check. There's replay. Shukran. Shukran. Yeah, I don't know what.
Podium, mate. Well done. I was like, keep the Prima behind. Come on, Hamza. Nice one, mate. You come through. Was it all at the start, or?
I know. Yeah, I want to take Bianca as a start, but do stay with Mega start.
She was in third at one point.
Yeah,
I thought it was.
She didn't jump start?
No, Mega start. I don't know how. But the lights came off like this.
I don't know if
I was shocked. I think it's illegal.
Yeah. I think they have to hold at least 2 seconds. I think
Or 2?
2 to 7.
Yeah.
In between, and it was like.
Right. Yeah, I was like, whoa, okay, we started.
I just dropped the
That was
clutch
so
and I got
fast.
so much wheel spin. I was like, oh, thanks, guys. Bye, Chloe.
Chloe had a good start, I think. Because normally I go like full with a third light, so I didn't expect it.
Very honest from Abby in the cool-down room. Love that. Just keep the Prima behind. Further instructions for the rest of the weekend. Great stuff. I've got to give some shout-outs before we get to the podium, Joe. Great performance. Emily De House, personal best result of the season in 4th. And Bianca Bustamante back in the points. It's been a bit of a tough run of form for her. Back in the points, 5th place. And we're looking at great fights for the series podium with Nerea Marti and Maya Berg there as well.
Yeah, they won't only just be happy with that result. They've got 2 more races starting at the sharp end of the grid as well from their qualifying. So really good to see Christian Horner there congratulating the ladies on their podium. Dorian Pan making her way out. Good to see Abby Pudding just walking in there saying, hello, mate, to Hamda Al-Kubaisi.
So here we go then. Here is the podium. Dorian Pan makes her way onto the 3rd step. Another podium for her, which cements herself as P2 in the driver's standings. Hamda Al-Kubaisi, her first podium since Spain, but a home podium. This will mean so much to her, doing it in front of her home crowd. But the first female driver to do so in Abu Dhabi. She's got another chance to do it tomorrow though, starting near the top 4. But here we go, her first win as an F1 Academy champion. Abby Pulling goes on to the top step. Here she goes. And we are about to hear the British National Anthem, but first she celebrates for her life here. She celebrates everywhere, but here we go. Here's the British National Anthem. That's not the first time we'll probably hear that today, most likely. Will she be able to take the win later on in race 2? We'll have to find out, but the trophies are now presented to our top 3. She lifts the trophy up high. She's got 2 more races to do. Will she get another record by pretty much finishing every race inside the top 3? Hamda Al-Kubaisi, team cheering her on for a home podium. Absolutely delighted for her. And it's well away for the 3rd place trophy. There we go, there we go. Here she goes with her trophy. And if it's like what it is in Spain, I think Hamda will run off the podium and then, unless there'll just be photos, most likely. Yep, there she goes. I thought so. But for Dorian and Abby, it's champagne time. It's nice that Hamda was able to do that, wasn't it, Josh?
Yes, and I like how they allow her to leave, because it is, it's not rose water anymore, it's non-alcoholic champagne, but still against her religion. So it's nice that she's allowed to run off, and the drivers respect her so much. they won't spray her with it or anything like that. So it's really nice. It doesn't stop Dory drying. I'm happy.
I think Adby and Dorian have had a good rivalry anyway. It's great to see, and it's nice Hamdo is being included in the podium as well. In the podium photo. So that is very, very good. I'm happy for Hamda. I really am.
Yeah.
To get a podium in a home race. Oh, it's just incredible, isn't it?
It's fantastic, and our last race, it's a nice fitting end to that as well. But now the drivers have got to dry those suits out. They've got to go going this afternoon as well, so they'll stick them in the heater.
8 hours time.
Yeah.
Well, less than that, probably 7.
Yeah, it's a weird
7.5
time.
hours.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's go through your race results. So we just had our podium of Abby Pulling in first, Hamda Al-Khabaisi in second, and Dorian Pan in third. Emily De House, her best result in the series, gets 12 points in fourth. Bianca Bustamante, her first trip to the points for quite a while. Noelle Marty in sixth, Maya in seventh, Hamda Al-Khabaisi in eighth. Carrie Schreiner and Aurelia Nobles round up your top 10. What a great fight it was for the podium. The point, sorry. Chloe Chambers had a 5-second penalty. She drops to 11th. Leah Block in 12th. Lola Lover-Fossey 13th. Logan Hanna in 14th. Tina Halsford 15th after her penalties. And Jess Edgar, unfortunately, finishes in last place. So we are going to have a bit of a break, about an hour's break actually, before we get going for Formula 1 free practice 3 and Formula E. But let's hear our final thoughts from Josh and Megan. What is your take on going into race 2 later?
Well, Megan's left. She's left.
Megan's left the block. I didn't know that. Okay, Josh, what are your final thoughts then?
Really good race. I'm surprised how they were able to follow each other well, but not make the overtakes. So I think they've got to be a little bit more risky. We saw them try it and it ended up in disaster. But you can't fault Abby Pulling as well. Hasn't been off the podium this year at all, and she's now standing from pole the next 2 races. Although she did lose that pole to begin with to Chloe Chambers off the line, so she's got to get that sorted.
She's got to get that sorted. She'll analyse that before she has a little bit of a nap later on. But race 1 belongs to Abby Pulling. What will race 2 bring? Well, you'll find out later on at 4 o'clock UK time. But next on JB Motorsports, you'll be treated to 2 lots of action. You got Formula 1 free practice 3 at 10:15, and you got Formula E free practice 2 at 10:25 with the World Feed. Thanks for your company. We'll see you in just over an hour for Formula 1 and Formula E. Goodbye.